An IPL veteran and a regular in the Indian Test side, Ajinkya Rahane's exemplary technique, combined with his superb stroke-making and aggressive outlook, has helped him perform well in domestic as well as international cricket. The Mumbai batsman has been churning out consistent performances in the domestic circuit for some years, which have led to IPL success as well as international glory. His journey in the IPL has predictably been studded with a number of superb innings, some of which we are taking a look at as we journey back through the best batting performance of Ajinkya Rahane in IPL. Number 1. The Delhi Capitals had gradually embarked on their turnaround journey from 2019 onwards and were quite a force to reckon with that year. Ishant Sharma kept things neat for them with the ball at start, whereas the duo of Kagiso Rabada and Chris Morris provided the explosive pace at all stages of the innings. However, Rahane, relieved of his captaincy duties, played an absolute stunner in Jaipur in April 2019 against a high-quality Delhi bowling unit. He maximized the power play overs by threading the gaps with perfection before taking on the charge against the spinners in the middle overs. The sheer ease with which he cleared the long boundary ropes of the Savai Mansingh Stadium was testament to the pace that he scores runs with when in fine touch. With 11 boundaries and 3 sixes, Rahane brought up his century and stayed unbeaten at 105 at an exemplary strike rate of 166.67. Certainly, it was one of his best nights for the Rajasthan Royals before parting ways with the franchise in the following season. Number 2. 98 runs versus Kings 11 Punjab in 2012. Another match-winning effort on this list of the top 5 innings of Ajinkya Rahane in IPL competition, this one coming against Kings 11 Punjab in 2012. Batting first, Rahane's 98 of 66 balls, decorated with 16 fours and 1 6, was the major contribution in the Royals' total of 191 of 4 wickets. Kings 11 Punjab lacked a Rahane-type innings in reply, with only one batsman crossing 30 while Kevon Cooper bagged a 4-wicket haul as Kings 11 ended up with just 160 off 9 wickets in their 20 overs. Once again, Rahane was awarded the Man of the Match award for his efforts, continuing his excellent form as he also took home the title of the tournament's leading run scorer that year. Number 3. 91 versus Delhi Capitals in 2015. Rahane has had a formidable record against the Delhi Capitals, averaging 65.33 and having scored 6 half-centuries and a century across the seasons against his former team. Back in 2015, he was going through a purple patch of sorts with a string of commendable performances in a season he finished as the second highest run scorer in the league. In addition to his 2 centuries in the league, there have been 2 instances where he has gotten to the 90s as well. This was one of those games against Delhi when everything seemed to click well for Rahane. Playing at the Brabourne Stadium, Rajasthan were put to bat and the Indian batsman began stamping his authority on the proceedings right from the beginning. Stitching a good partnership with Karun Nair, Rahane played throughout the length of the 20 overs to set up a brilliant total of 189 runs on the board. He bagged 9 boundaries along with 3 sixes, but also worked the ball around well for singles and doubles to sustain the momentum of the innings. Donning the responsibility of a senior batsman well, the former RR skipper demonstrated his unique skill sets brilliantly in that game. Number 4. 103 not out versus Royal Challengers Bangalore in 2012. In one of his earliest sublime knocks in the league, Rahane scored his inaugural century in the league against the Royal Challengers Bangalore at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in 2012. Indian cricket was going through a phase of transition back then, with the selectors on the lookout for fresh talents, especially in white ball game. Rahane had already debuted for India until then, but this was arguably the first time that he made the world sit back and take notice of his undoubted cricketing prowess. The RCB attack comprised of two fine, world-class spinners in Muthaiya Muralidharan and Daniel Vettori, but Rahane showed no mercy as he shredded their attack to bits with 12 boundaries in 5 sixes. Over 75% of his runs came from boundaries, as he shouldered the responsibility for a rather fragile batting lineup and propelled RR to put up 195 runs on the board and eventually win the match fairly convincingly as well. Number 5. 60 vs Royal Challengers Bangalore in 2020. Rahane has fared best as an opener in the white ball game, but team dynamics required him to bat at number 3 for some part of IPL 2020. In one of the games, RCB were defending 153 runs against Delhi on a tricky surface in Abu Dhabi, and the Capitals lost their opener Prithvi Shaw very early on to Mohammad Siraj. RCB had a quality bowling unit with the likes of Morris, Mohammad Siraj, Isuru Udana and Yuzvendra Chahal at their disposal. They were naturally looking to capitalize on the opening that emerged from Shaw's dismissal, but Rahane set his foot down and anchored the chase to absolute perfection. Batting alongside Shikhar Dhawan, the 33-year-old kept the scoreboard ticking and always kept up with the required run rate through timely boundaries. He made a rather challenging chase look easy to the eye with some sensible level-headedness, game awareness and seamless batting. He stayed on the crease right until the very end, securing Delhi an important victory at a crucial stage of the season. With a dynamic batting approach, Rahane has shown the ability to adapt to different roles over the years, and that is prevalent from the several impactful innings that he has played in the IPL.